Now then, game up first. I got hang on, let me just, because my headphones are not really the greatest. I don't know how good the audio is gonna be and whatever, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. Man. Let me see why I'm parallel quest first. Okay, so my headphones are like not the wire that connects the headphones to the controller for the headphones is not really that great. It's like I need to either buy new headphones or buy a new wire, but that's something I'll think about in the future. Oh, Xenoverse 1, I love you so much. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is why it is that I'm just doing a second playthrough for Mel Earthling and Xenoverse 1.
Greetings.
And talk about that, I need to go back a little bit. But for those who wants the quick answer is, I got locked out of the account because I don't have the phone that I basically made the email for said account. Well, I have the information to get into the email. It's just the way Google does the. Is it Google? No, not Google. Well, no, it's a Yahoo. The way Yahoo is set up now is that you need to be able to verify yourself with a phone number now to be able to confirm that it's you, despite having the information to get into said account and whatnot, and blatantly telling them that, hey, look, I don't have the phone or the number for said account anymore. Now, why I don't just keep the same number is, well, on my part, laziness, I guess. Like, I don't exactly use my phone that often. Nobody really calls me or anything, so there's like virtually no reason that I ever really find to just stick with the same number. I just, whenever I save up money, I'll just get a new phone, new plan, and whatnot. And then just go on from there. But like, what is this? No, same boat. Fucking. But like, so I don't have the number, and I just decided, you know, I'm gonna contact them and get the account back, and they're just like, okay, I tell you what, we'll help you out if you pay a certain amount of money just to get back into your own account. And look, I'm not really that big on whether or not I give people my credit card information or, you know, pay for stuff in general. It's just the whole it's just the whole thing of that I need to pay for something that I should already have. And then so I'm just like, okay, look, if you don't want to help me, just delete the account. I'll make it again and then I'll have access to it again. Because literally on that said email, the only emails that I actually look for are the verification stuff. So there's no point for me just to no, let me give that back. There's no point for me to basically bother with worrying about emails that I could have gotten, whatever have you, because I don't get emails, at least on that email. And I have like a lot of emails, a lot of emails. Can I go get you? Can you? Why not? No, sell? Yeah,
You
sure,
better not bore me.
Moving out.
Okay, first of all, I don't
All
really
right!
normally just run people because it usually slows me down with killing and whatnot. Either ways, this question's ass. But anyways, I don't get emails. But anyways, to go back to
All right. Here I come.
before
Darn it!
to go back to like before that really comes relevant. I should talk about like back when in the day. You see, first off, I'm disabled. I've been disabled since birth and whatever have you. And the thing about it is, my disability is that I can't see, which is kind of ironic considering that I play so much games and whatnot, but like, my vision is horrible.
It's more than I expected. Good. That's the spirit.
So, basically,
Not bad.
I get what people call,
Take this. Yeah.
I have no clue what his moves are. But anyways, I get like paid a certain amount for this build. It is not enough like to really live off of or anything. It's just something that keeps me alive and whatnot. Like when I became like an adult or whatnot, it goes to me and I'm not really dependent on anyone or anything when it comes down to it. Like I make it work. It's not that much. Like you could probably make more working at a fast food restaurant and live off of that. Why I don't is because honestly because I'm lazy as fuck. But anyways, just okay. But this is relevant mostly because
What? You don't
back
like
in the
God
day when I was
form?
still going to school, I lived on like the family
know there
house,
was a
you
world
know,
like
with
this.
family. Never really cared much for school. Never really cared much for people. You know, I'd always just stayed to myself. I just, you know, well, actually, I didn't even really do schoolwork. I hated school. I hated the people in school. I hated the whole concept of it. And keep in mind, I was like not dumb. I was very smart. Even like, cause like back in the day they had this whole little school program and whatnot. It's like, hey, we're gonna help your son. Yeah, I'm a boy in case anyone's wondering, but like, we're gonna help your son. You know, special learning and whatnot. Even though I actually didn't need it, you know. And because of that, they set me with nothing but like baby stuff all the time.
Such incredible
So there's like
Just like you,
there's
Cell.
really no learning to be going on.
I can continue to transform.
And all the learning that I had gained was from me wanting to basically learn and whatnot. Like, I hate to admit it, but like even though like I say I'm smart and whatnot, I was pretty old. I was also pretty stupid. Like, I played a lot of games. A lot of games where you need to like read
Looks
and
like
whatnot.
you haven't noticed.
And the problem with that is,
Notice what?
That your
I couldn't
Super
like I
Saiyan
couldn't
God
read for
form
like
expired
well,
some
somewhat.
time ago.
It's like
What? Are
I
you
wasn't
serious?
the best at it. Like
Your body somehow
I wanted to
learned from
basically
the experience,
learn
and
more,
in the process,
do more and
reached
whatnot.
new
But like
powerful heights. That's why you didn't
the
really
only one that
lose
really
much power.
taught me much of anything
Understand what I
was my
mean?
grandmother,
You're good.
who
Like
was the
one
one
in
to
a
me.
million, in fact.
Yeah, you don't have to worry
And like
about me.
learning words was,
Take this.
you know, not something that I really had a problem with because my grandma was so smart. She taught me like many words, and
Take this.
even though it took me longer, like when it came to reading and whatnot, I picked it up. Is that fucking? I'm not actually looking at my skills, so I actually can't see what my menus are. But anyways, she taught me like a lot of words, and when I finally did learn to read and whatnot, it was something. Like, trying to concentrate, but like, you know. And it didn't really help that I was like, okay, look, because of my situation at home, I really wasn't, how do I explain this? My home life was actually shit, and when I went to school, it wasn't any better. Because like, I got bullied a lot. I got bullied a lot at home. I got bullied a lot in school. I mean, I guess it happens or whatever have you.
Want me to finish things for
Life
you?
is life. But like, the only real thing that I ever looked forward to whenever I came home or after like school and whatnot was like video games and whatnot, which, mind you, I didn't even have access to most of the time because the old, oh, you're hooked on games and whatnot. And you know what? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. I'm not even gonna, you know, hide it or anything. It's just one of the things that I do most of my time. Well, I mean, I exercise too, but like I like running around and whatnot, but like, the majority of the things that I would do is basically go home, deal with the shit at home, go to school, deal with the shit at school, and then I'd just go into my own little world and play some games. Just
Before creation comes destruction.
just so that I can, you know, have some kind of peace of mind or something to keep my mind off of things. But, wasn't great.
All right.
When I became like an
Here
adult
I
and whatnot,
come.
I lived in
So
basically
that is the Super
family house.
Saiyan God.
And by
Very
that point,
interesting. It's just as
like,
the seer
you
promised.
could probably see it in like
Cool.
the
Now I get to fight Lord
earliest
Beerus.
videos that I've actually uploaded and whatnot on my channel. But like my house was like, it was not great. Not great at all.
Good.
Like,
That's the spirit.
and I don't really want to go into too much detail about it. Let's just say like it was a kind of place where normal people would not want to live. But I really wasn't exactly normal though.
That's the spirit.
And when I became an adult, I just stayed there. And now, obviously, I still had to like pay like whatever, you know, rent. But that's like usually what people have to do when they live somewhere and whatever have you. I mean, some people would say, hey, you know, you probably shouldn't have had to or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's called responsibility. I didn't really have too much problems there. I budgeted my food, budgeted my bills, and I budgeted my luxury fees and whatnot. You know, stuff that adults usually do, whatnot. Oh fuck, he went down. Damn. But like there wasn't a lot. There's still like not a lot going for me. More on that later. But like when it came down to things, I really only just lived my life the way I felt it was to live it. Wasn't right, but it wasn't all the way wrong. I don't know boost combos. But the reason why this is important is because I built up everything that I had slowly. Games, systems. Now, I'm not gonna say like I was ever starved for things as a child, because like due to the nature of how things were, like
What, you don't like God form?
Whoa.
I could
know
say
there was a
like as a
world like
kid I
this.
had about anything I could ever want growing up. Now, was I spoiled? Probably. I don't really feel that way, considering, you know, just how I felt about things. And even now, if I could change
Sure you
anything
wanna
about
fight like
how
that?
things went, I would probably just want I just want like I just want back like the times where I actually had the chance to play games with my actual family and whatnot.
You alright?
And maybe my grandma not dying, but like she lived like a long, prosperous life. Like she's old. She was alive when Martin Luther King basically was doing his speeches and whatnot. You know how old she was. Like she was really one of those giants that just lived for like a long time. And she wasn't just a giant in the way she lived, but how she lived. Like, she's wise. People she didn't even know knew her. She was popular. And she was also like the glue that held the family together. Ah, you fucker. Get out of here. I probably don't have a blue. I assume that was me, but anyways. She died. I lost a big part of my life. And I honestly, when I got out of school, I didn't really keep connection with anybody at all.
Noticed.
Didn't really think it mattered at all.
Noticed what?
But like,
Your Super Saiyan God form expired.
as of now, I see
quite
like
some
that's
time ago.
pretty stupid on my part.
Are you serious?
Like I've always been like
Your body somehow
antisocial,
learned
whatever
from the
have you. So
experience, and in
talking
the
to people
process,
wasn't always the
reached
easiest for
new
me.
powerful
Like I can talk
heights.
and whatnot.
That's
but
why
that's
you
only
didn't
because
really
like I
lose
kind of
much
forced myself
power.
to do it.
Understand
I get
what
like
I mean? You're good.
exhausted from social interactions
Like one
pretty
in a
easily.
million, in fact.
But like it's never really like a bad time. I love talking to people. I love meeting new
That
people.
was a good call.
Also, Majikami Ha goes longer. Anyways, I love talking to people. I like meeting people. I like helping people. I'm not that helpful. I'm a kind of an asshole, actually. But like, you know, it is what it is. I generally made friends with people, with anyone, to be honest. I never really like just outright pushed people away. Well, at least early on and whatnot. Never really outright just push people away. Always been pretty nice people, you know, pretty sociable. You know, I mean, it exhausts me a lot when I do it for too long, but like, you know, that's just like how things were for me, like growing up and whatnot. People thought it was exhausting talking to me, and I felt the same way after a while. But where the fuck are you? So when I started living by myself, there was like nobody who really talked to me, nobody who really checked up on me or anything. Like I had family, of course, but like when it came down to it, like that really wasn't really a big thing for me, especially if you consider like how things were growing up and everything, and even now, I care for my family. I do. I care for my friends, even though I don't really talk to them. But like, things just happen,
If that's your
and
limit,
I just roll with
you have
whatever
let
I'm
me
given.
down.
But moving on, back in the day, I had like this. I purchased like this really. I mean, at the time, it was a decent phone. It wasn't the best. It was some fucking shit from Straight Talk or whatever. When that was popular and whatnot. And I mostly bought that phone because, honestly, the old one I had was a slidey one. Back when people were using like fucking cell phones. I'm not really much of a technology person. I'm not into fads or anything. I just use whatever does the purpose, and depending on what I needed to do is depending on how much I had to save up to, you know, because I had to save up and get what I wanted. Now, it's not to say that I don't get hope at all, but like it quickly goes from, oh, I want to help you to, oh, you depend on me to help you. And I'm not a dependent person like that. I don't really need all the extra. Like, I just do with whatever I have, and, you know, I'll make it work. But then,
This
because,
would be a
like,
good time to test the
my
power of my
disability,
perfect
people are like,
form.
oh, well, this person needs
Before
this, and this person
creation
needs that. And
comes
then I'm just like,
destruction.
okay, look, I just need the bare minimum to keep myself alive and not, like, depressed all the time from, you know, thinking about a bunch of stuff. But
All right.
I got the phone,
Here I come.
and that was basically
So that
around the
is
time
Super
where
Saiyan God.
things in my living place was
Just as the
just.
seer prophesied.
Cool.
I'm obviously not
Now I
going
can
to
fight
much
more
attention to it, but
Good.
things at my living
That's the spirit.
residence was like not going great. It was actually going downhill. It was going downhill a lot, and which was why a bunch of people just left. Now, honestly, I could have just. I saw the signs. I saw all the red flags and whatnot. But like any person that really sees the red flags, they're just like, oh yeah, you know what? Things are gonna get better. Things are gonna turn around. You know, this, that, and the third. You know, maybe I was just tricking myself. Maybe I just felt that I didn't have what it took to move on. And even now, I don't feel like I have what I need to basically move on. I don't know if that's a fault of my own
Not
or
bad.
just how
Not bad at
basically
all.
I grew up. But I don't know. Even then, I feel like I still do the best of whatever I have. It's surprising that like, I've never gone to jail or anything.
What? You don't
gotten
like
close.
God form? Whoa.
But like the
Didn't know
phone,
there was a world like this.
it was like even like when I still had it, it was not up to date. It was failing. It wasn't doing its job as a phone.
Sure you want
And
to
I'm getting my
fight
ass
like
kicked.
that?
But it did its thing. And it isn't like I had one singular phone either. I had like at one point like 3, 4, you know, really old phones. My friend gave me one, and I used it. You know, I'd have like 3 phones in my pocket. Only one of them with a you know, plan because obviously I can't really spend, but like, you know, internet. Which is a luxury I didn't have for the longest time. Like that slidey phone that I had, it didn't have internet. I mean, it had the ability to use the internet, but it didn't have like the internet as we know it or whatever. And you had to like pay for the amount of time that you spend on it and whatnot. Which, I mean, it could be worse. It did its job at the time. But like as things gone bad at where I lived and whatnot, I basically ended up losing like everything I had, like everything. It was jarring. Like now, what I thought would happen was that when things go south, like I just basically deal with it and see what happens next or whatever have you. What I never expected is I would basically lose everything, and that the people who basically make me lose it are the people that I thought I cared about the most.
Don't waste your energy.
Like there were circumstances where I wasn't even allowed to live there in my own
Stand up,
home.
unless you enjoy being that useless of a fighter.
And
Fight back a
because
little.
of that, and keep in mind, it's not exactly anything that I had anything to do with. Like
Seems like we're done for today.
Fight back a little.
I just like lived in one room
Damn
and
it!
maybe used the
Looks like you haven't
one other room.
noticed.
Didn't have access to any
Noticed
other room
what?
in the house.
That
because
your
of
Super
circumstances,
Saiyan
whatever
God
have you,
form
like,
expired
yeah, I'm into
quite
it,
some
you know.
time ago.
2 rooms, fine.
Serious?
You know,
Your
wasn't the
body
most elegant,
somehow
wasn't the most
learned from the
cleanliness, and wasn't the
experience,
most of
and
anything.
in the process, reached new powerful heights.
Oh, I'm getting like
That's
shredded
why
right
you
now.
didn't really lose much power. Understand what I
Now,
mean?
obviously I'm being a
You're
little vague,
good.
but that's only because
Like
I don't
one
really
in a
want to go
million,
all the
in
way into it. But like,
What?
Goku.
How could you have
I
obtained
can't
such
stress enough that the
incredible
living
power?
place was
Just
horrible.
like you, Cell. I can continue to transform.
Like, just horrible. So I wasn't actually able to
Against you.
live in the house at a point in time,
Got to
and
be kidding me.
that's where I had like all of my stuff. And basically, I got robbed.
Hey, get the lead out! Want me to...
But surprisingly, I got robbed by the people I cared about the most first. It wasn't even like people going in and just breaking in and taking what they wanted and whatnot. Like, I thought, like, you know, if I was ever to get robbed and whatnot, considering the state of the residents, that it would have had to been an inside job, which I have gotten robbed before, a friend before, which, you know, I don't actually have any ill will towards them and whatnot. In fact, I still love them. But, like, because of the circumstances, I was unable to, like, talk to him anymore. And honestly, it was around the phase where I just cut everything off anyways. I tried, like, reconnecting with people in my past at some point. Like, I'm like old as fuck now, and you know, at that point, it's I don't even know if it was too late or anything. It's just I found the people that the closest people to me at the times of last that I had you know, interacted with, and the people like I spent a lot of time with. They weren't really keen to basically giving me any bit of time or whatever have you, which is my fault, you know. And even like making the effort to become somebody, you know, whom someone could spend time with again. It's times changed. So, you know, there's not much you can do about that. And then there's like that phone that got stolen by my family. My credit card got stolen. My information got stolen. And then because of my I mean, I guess I should call her mother. Like, she does not, for the life of her, know how to, you know, judge character and whatnot, as, you know, when or see the signs of when the person has ill intent or whatever have you. So, you know, she brought someone in to do a job, to, you know, wasn't her choice or anything, she was just being forced to, like, increase the conditions of said resident, and the person came in and robbed me. They didn't rob her. Of course, they didn't rob her, you know. Hey, they robbed me. I lost a great deal of all the hard work and effort I put into, like, playing games that I've had played for over the years, and obviously I could basically get the games again. I can buy the system again. I can hunt down all the things, you know, material possessions and whatnot. But like, the thing that hurts me about it all was that I thought I could trust people. I thought I could trust family. I thought I could trust friends. And don't get me wrong, like, the friend, one friend that I still contact, you know, he helped me out a lot, more than he probably should have, you know, not even gonna lie. But in the end, I still lost everything. Well, mostly everything. And, you know, It's thanks to him that I can even, you know, hold on to some of the stuff that I have right now. You know?
Greetings.
Now, if I would lose that stuff too, it's not that big of a deal. But it definitely hurt. So the phone got stolen, my games got stolen, my personal stuff got stolen, and I was just homeless for like a few years. I kind of am, but I'm basically got a roof over my head, so that's something, you know. Not going into details because like that, that's bad, horrible, for lack of a better word. Like it's something, and I've just been slowly building back to what I can, but like it's not the easiest. Like there's a lot of stuff that I can't really talk about here that basically still gets in the way of things. Like I honestly, if I could go back in time and change everything, it would probably be like I'd made more friends that actually would stick by. I'd probably maybe I'd pay more attention. Probably not. I'd probably get out of a nasty situation a hell of a lot sooner while I had the chance to do so. Like even now, like I still have the chance to do so, but like I'm just stupid. I was stupid then, cause like I was just starting to grow up and whatnot, and I'm stupid now as an adult. Like the only things that I really changed these years is that I don't make the same mistakes I did before. Well, at least most of them. Don't trust the people that I trusted before. And, you know, they're basically life lessons that need to be learned.
You better not bore me.
Moving out.
But like, I don't know. The experiences I have are the experience that you can only gain from experiencing them. Like, there's never going to be a time where people will just be able to tell you everything that you need to know. I mean, it helps to basically be told stuff that could be needed to know, or basically have the tools to be able to use what you need to know.
Not bad at all.
But in practice, you still have to gain your own experience.
That's the spirit.
Otherwise, it's just
What a powerful
useless.
attack. It's more than I expected.
So
Stay
when it
back.
comes down to it,
I gotta warn you, your fighting skills aren't going to cut it.
I don't really regret my life, mostly because I only have one, and when it comes down to it, you gotta make the best of what you have. Like now that I've escaped a lot of the stuff that I hated back in the day, I almost kind of miss it. Not even gonna lie. Nobody to tell me what to do. Well, there's people that still try to tell me what to do, but like being an adult, that's like one of the luxuries of being an adult. You don't have to listen. Now, obviously, it's not I'm my own boss. I do what I want kind of thing. Because
Don't like God
obviously,
form?
if you want to live, you got to do what
Didn't
people
know
tell
there
you
was
to
a
do.
world like this.
even if you know, don't need to do anything. So for like, say in my case, a job or anything, I probably should still get one more, but like, because like, disability is just not enough to live off of. And, you know, people aren't just always going to be readily available to help you out sometimes. Like, there's stuff that you got to do on your own. Things you got to learn on your own. Yeah, as you can see, like, at the moment, just trying to find the, oh, there it is. The arrow for the next, because, like, I can't see it. That's why I'm always going into scouting mode and whatnot. So as I stand right now, I have a roof over my head. I have a phone that is,
Damn it!
somewhat
Looks
decent.
like you haven't noticed.
I have
Noticed what?
better ways
That
to
your
record
Super
content.
Saiyan God form expired quite some
I
time.
recently
What? Are you
well,
serious?
not more.
Your body somehow
I've
learned from the
basically
experience.
bought a very
And
low-end
the
gaming computer
process reached new
that I'm
powerful
still paying on.
heights. That's why you didn't really
Because,
lose much power.
You know, I was
Understand
stupid
what I
and then
mean?
just handled the whole
You're
transaction
good.
myself.
Like
Got
one in a
started with
million, in fact.
a yearly long deal of
How
paying
could
a
you
certain
have
amount
taken
when,
such
instead of just buying it in one go.
Just like you,
But,
Cell.
you know, that's what happens when you don't do things for
I
yourself.
can continue to transform.
So, that's my fault.
You did it! Amazing!
But,
Hey, get the lead out! Want me to finish things for you?
I don't. I haven't really been the best when it comes down to. Here's something I have to say that basically sounds weird. The mental health department, you know. Usually people, when they say, like, my mental health is bad, that's like a statement like, oh yeah, you gotta go and get checked out or whatnot.
Greetings.
And I have in the past. Didn't help. But I still say, like, if you're suffering from it and whatnot, you should still seek help. Like, I had the displeasure of witnessing somebody who was going down that route.
not?
Actually, I've had a lot of people that I've had the displeasure of seeing go down that route, where they have, like, poor mental health and they don't seek help, and then they just self-destruct or whatnot. One of my closest friends was
All
like
right,
that.
let's go. Unleash your power.
You know,
All right, here I come.
like, I'm not just. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna, like, one day just decide, oh, you know,
What an attack!
life is just
becoming
too
a
hard to
god
live, and I'm just gonna
just doesn't
basically
feel
end it and
real.
whatnot. It's just,
I know what
it's
you
not
mean.
because, like,
But let's fight it out
I
like we
don't want
always
to or
do.
anything. It's more like I'm too much of a
That's
pussy
the
to find out what
spirit.
happens on the other side and whatnot.
Darn it!
But, like, mental health is very important. So, like, if anyone is struggling and whatnot, please reach out to somebody, anybody. Please talk to them. If you're going through some stuff and whatnot, even if you don't actually want the solution to what you are suffering from, just please look for somebody, find somebody, talk to somebody. Like, at the end of the day, and even if you have to be, like, a little selfish or whatnot, like, I accept myself being selfish and whatnot, but, like, in the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself. Sure, it's good when other people will look out for you as well, but you have to look out for yourself.
What, you don't like God form?
Whoa! I didn't know there was a world
But
like
as
this.
for like things,
close.
I'll still play
I thought
like
it was
games.
done
I'll
for.
still like
What are you doing? Don't let your
do
guard
what I
down.
usually do.
Whoa!
I'm like slow on like I have like a whole catalog of videos that I've been needing to upload and whatnot. Like I'm not just been sitting on my thumb. It's just, I mean, I've just been very, very lazy. Like finding motivation for me to do anything is really hard. Which isn't an excuse. It's just how I am. I will like do whatever I can to get stuff done, get stuff out and whatnot. And I wanna basically branch out and do more things. Like I wanna go back to trying to animate, like not just the choppy MS Paint kind of animation. Although, as the moment, that's all I really have access to. But like, you know, even that you can make look good if you,
Looks
you know,
like you haven't noticed.
know what you're doing. But like,
Noticed what?
it's a
Your
lot of work.
Super
I find it
Saiyan
fun.
God form expired.
I want to do that.
quite some
I
time.
want to do songs and whatnot. Like one of my
serious?
bigger
Your
passions
body
too.
somehow learned
I like
from
to
the
sing.
experience.
I also like
And, in the
to play
process,
instruments too,
reached
but
new
like
powerful heights. That's why you didn't really lose much power. Understand what I
don't
mean?
know, like-
You're good.
I don't
Like one in
have
a million.
instruments, and even then, I need a teacher. Like I want to say like I'm a prodigy, and can basically excel at everything I do, considering my skill
still fight,
sets
can't you?
is literally jack of all trades, master of none. Like
Not looking good here.
I still struggle. And the motivations for doing so right now is even less because I don't have the tools.
Well, looks like you can handle yourself.
Alrighty then. Songs, remixes, raps.
Hey, get the lead out. Want me
I'd
to
like to do
finish
it all
things
at
for
least
you?
once before I die. But one of the things I like to do more is to help other people out or whatnot. I just I like seeing people happy. No, I myself have decided long ago, like, I'm just not the kind of people who will ever be the kind that will be happy. Like, I think that's just, like, how I am. But, like, just because I'll never be one of those happy people, I can always find enjoyment in something, in people and places and things. Like, maybe in one point I want to travel. But right now, I'm just saddled down with too much baggage. Like, I'll never be able to do the things I want to do if I keep holding on to it. And whether or not I'll ever let it go depends on when I actually decide that I've hit the lowest of the lows in my life and had enough. And that's just like, which is honestly a lot of how you deal with people who gain addictions and whatnot. Like, if they get addicted on something or decide they want to go down a destructive path, you can try to help them, but you shouldn't basically carry them. And what I mean is that if they're gonna basically do something to fuck up their life, you gotta let them do it. Saving them from fucking their life up is not going to help anyone, especially them. Because if they don't experience fucking up their own life, they're never gonna basically ever have the chance to even decide that they want to change for the better. They become dependent on the people basically keeping them away from the imminent demise and whatnot. and then they'll blame other people other than themselves, and then they'll just basically never basically put the responsibility on themselves. And responsibility is a very big part of what it takes to be an adult. And even if you're not an adult, like even if you're just trying to, simulate being an adult, even if you're like a kid or whatnot, it is very important to take responsibility for your actions. And it could be like the worst thing imaginable. I'm not gonna go into the extremists of whatever could have happened and whatnot, but like, in the long run, you just have to learn to take responsibility. You can't just put it on to someone else or put it off or ignore it like it never existed. Because eventually, everything will come back and bite you in the ass. There's not a if, but when. Alright, I think that's enough for me. I just really felt like wearing my heart in my sleeves for a little bit. I mean, I guess I could put the whole generic if you like it, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, but honestly, just, viewing my content and maybe even taking an interest is enough for me. I would wish people would comment and subscribe and maybe even like. But in reality, I know like my channel, my content, and what I stand for is generally on the bare minimum of what is considered content, and that people aren't going to really want to stand by and watch a whole bunch of nonsense happen. But until I basically, free up space, meet goals, meet quotas, get the stuff that I desire, I'll just keep cranking out videos and whatnot the way that I do. Although, I'm not averse to, like, having help when it comes to making said videos. No man is an island, and even if you think that, that's wrong, I can respect you for your thoughts. But I know for a fact that I am definitely no island. I just say, give people a helping hand sometimes. Well, not me in particular, but like, you could if you want, but, just rambling at this point, so I'm just gonna end it. So, hope everyone's having a good day, and I'm out.